Welcome back to your reading. For those of you who choose as an intention to connect with your higher self and with the card associated, the mist, this was one of the 7 intention to be used with the energies of Jupiter-Neptune conjunction. But of course, the intention remained valid. We can use it with the energy of the full moon that we just had, or even with the energy of Eastern. That's why I add here the nice yellow flowers, and I even have the energy of Mary Magdalene here, who's also very much part of this Christ consciousness. What do we really mean by connect with your higher self? We all have our own perception of what that could be. But for this reading, I will think more in looking for divine perfection in our action, in our thoughts. Most of this action will have to come from a space of love and from a space of inner peace. And I think when we do that, when we feel the inner peace, once we take a decision, we are at some level connected with our higher self. The card we mentioned, this mist, is part of a very interesting deck called Weaver's Oracle. We are all weaving our life stories. In order to create a cloth, we need the vertical lines, we need the horizontal lines. And in this particular deck, we have tribes, and the tribes are the vertical strings of the weaving house, and we have the 4 directions, and then we have the clans, 7 clans, and that's one of the reason I choose the 7 intentions. And this particular lady here is from the clan of life. We had the guardian, the earth, the blood, the bone, the loom, and the death. The weaver symbolized the life dance of nature that circles around the year and generally represents the 8 thresholds that mark those changes: midsummer, midwinter, 2 equinoxes, and the 4 quarter festivals of new light, fertility, harvest, and dead souls. The skirt holds most of their magic. Unseen beneath their skirts, they carry hidden symbols that serve to reflect and contain the earth energy. It is the momentum of the dance that counts. It's very much about the dance of life and the cycles of life, and us being aware of them and create our own beautiful cloth with visible and invisible layers. The elements of this, the pattern, how she created her dance, it's a tribe that she is part of, and with this she create a magic mist. That's why the name of this card is Mist. And the most important is that there is also a reason to dance. Making things happen with every step, there is always a reason to dance. Unwinding the magic with every turn, there is always a reason to dance. The mist that once trapped us is trailing away, while we turn through the last steps of the dance and out into the wide, waiting, welcoming world. And then we try to find our way through the mist. And this is how we learn to make things happen with every step of our dance. Let's see some steps. I was thinking of these elements that I just mentioned, the Maisie dance, the tribe, it's called the Rage Mags, the tribe of these women who used to live in a prehistoric time. And this particular lady here, she conceals the mystery of the land, and then the magical mist. So for the dance, I choose a card from Oracle Vision, and the card that came is the card of direction, purpose, objecting, and taking a first step. She knows that direction and something from inside. She is really grounding, and we see here a quote: decision, determine, destiny. The circle here around, they also point to the A direction. We know we have the north, the south, the east, the west, but also northeast, northwest, southeast, southwest. So we can consider the 8th direction, and following her inner compass. And I see here all like this antenna to connect with informations from even from higher self. and being very grounded on earth, this is how she determines her purpose and her objectives. If one advances confidently in the direction of his dreams and endeavors to live the life which he has imagined, he will meet with a success unexpected in common hours. So this is about having a clear direction, maybe clear dreams. Then for the tribe, maybe about what people we need to have around us, I choose a card from the Kuan Yin Oracle that we have to trust that priestess will bring the perfect people together. The way I see this girl going with the flow, and then she end up finding her tribe. So I think, yeah, the direction is very important for us to have a purpose, but then of course to find the kindred spirits, and you see all these shadows, I think, are the flying with her in the same direction. And if we trust the flow, then we will find our tribe. We just said about the tribe. There is also prayer to Kuan Yin to help with all our relations from the past, from the present, and from the future, just to let them go, those who are not perfect for us anymore. I accept and I'm grateful for all the love that I experience. This is how we can find our direction, because this is, see, it's all about direction. She points to a direction, she flies in the direction. I bless all my relations from the past, from the present, and from the future. Ask for insights and courage so that I can honor the love in my life and I can let go of what I don't need anymore. Help me to be wise in my choices and to trust the process. Love, it's divine. I had to translate from another language. And then to bring the magic in our dance, because this tribe was very much the tribe of life and the cycles of life. I pick up a card from the green wheel oracle, the cycle of life, and now I see we have here, this was also a wheel. And then the card is this magician that give us infinite possibilities, and also the union between masculine and feminine, which I think is also very important. And of course we have here a kind of labyrinth, a maze. We talk about mazy dance in mist. If we find our way out in this labyrinth, then we have the seed of life here, and I see here even the kundalini, the rainbow serpent. That's maybe a good idea to use the chakra deck. Let's see a card from the deck for the seventh chakra. That if that is open, then we can connect with our higher self. And then now I just remember when I was a child, my mother was always insisting that because I was falling a lot, to pay attention not to fall on my head, and because she said there is a point here that is very important, and I think this was the higher chakra. And look at these two cards, they look so much the same. And we even have the mist here. We have the mist and the confusion in the mist. Oh, even these two ladies, like this one has a kind of antennas, and then her hair also looks like an antennas. And of course we had antennas here. This is like a mask that you put the antenna. This is also a kind of something made of like a web. But this antennas, they could also be her hair. Okay. Sometimes I'm amazed myself by all these synchronicities, and I found them amazing. So the confusion card, it has a legend. The legend is about that every silver lining has a cloud. Jana climbs Fate Mountain in dense fog, wondering whether her decision to leave her boyfriend was the right one. We mentioned about living relationship. There is another man waiting in the wings. There always is. Silver cloud surrounds her, and it's cold and scary. Despite her confusion, she keeps climbing. As she reaches the summit, the fog clears, revealing the town far below. With Silver Cloud's help, she has journeyed much further than she realized. She now knows what to do. She begins the long journey home to reclaim her love. Through the willingness to be in confusion, we find clarity. So that's why we need the mist around us. That's why we need maybe all the mist to find our direction and to find our clarity. And then when we decide that we do this, we trust this, even in the mist, we find our way. There is nothing to solve. Meditation and quiet time will bring clarity. Also, maybe more about enjoying the journey and not necessarily so much about the outcome of the journey. We have the purpose, we enjoy the journey, we let it happen, and then we find this seed of life. And once it grows, it develops it grows together with a rainbow serpent in us, and is finding the way out in connecting with higher self. And this for this reading, I decided to use my 3 dice to make it more personal, maybe in a way. And I'm going to let the dice decide the number. Whoa. I think this is a 6. And for those of you who have the life path number 6, I hope you know how to, or you are born on the 6th day of a month. I will pick up a card from the goddess realm and see which is the message for you personally, how to connect with your higher self. Or maybe because we said at one point here that the prayer were for Kuan Yin, but you can also connect with another goddess, actually with the goddess in you. And this is Isis, and not that she really looks like this one here, but it's about leadership. She will teach you about personal leadership. Let's put it here because the colors are very beautiful. And let's see if there is a message from Isis. Leadership. Noble Egyptian mother goddess Isis is the matriarchal leader of mystery cults. Her name means throne. When she learned the secret name of sun god Ra, she became his equal. She is powerful while also maintaining her feminine nurturing spirit. Isis generates a trusting and loving leadership that honors all. She is the great sorceress who creates harmony out of chaos. She watches over single mothers. Her Ankh symbolizes the key to eternal life and a balanced measure of feminine and masculine, measures of feminine and masculine energies. Goddess Isis is the master of self-agency that generates outward and connects to all. She calls you to confidently tap into your valuable leadership qualities. Now I see that she has only one, because we just mentioned here about all these antennas, but she has only one, and that's her Ankh, and that's maybe her connection with her direct. She was in direct line with her higher self, and she's inviting us maybe to do the same. Now let's see. We had the number. Now let's see a sign. Okay, we have here, this is Sagittarius. So if you are with the sun in Sagittarius, let's also try a card. And the card is the goddess Oya, and she invites us to change. She invites you, the Sagittarian here. Okay. African shape-shifting goddess Oya of the Niger River is the Lady of Storms. Her name means she, Thor. She creates hurricanes and tornadoes through her whirling dress of fine cloth as she shakes and dances. So she dances. She furiously moves in spirals, cracking her horsehair whip to summon winds, storms, and lightning. Her magic sweeps away the old in preparation for the new. Like the magician, she creates. Being a shapeshifter, she transforms it into a water buffalo at will. Her vibrant presence alerts you to shake things up and move. Change is being called forth as your ways have become stagnant. Oya insists that changes does not occur until you become the change. And yeah, she brings light in the dark with all these thunders, I think. And we have one more card, one more dice, sorry. If you are aware of south, the nodes, south and the north, because now they are in Taurus, and Taurus is coming, the season of Taurus is coming. This goddess energy is for you, and it's the self-healing, Amara Omni, and it's a number 1. It's the beginning. Ancient water goddess Amara Omni comes from the lost land of Lemuria, a magnificent pre-Atlantean civilization. It is believed that the two civilizations coexisted harmoniously for eons until a destructive third party interfered. Amara Omni, a spiritual, evolved, and peace-loving goddess, stores sacred healing information in crystal and works with the magic of geometry and frequency vibration. The Merkaba symbol shown in the card corners represents healing crystal energy fields. Energy conscious Amara Omni subtle reveals that you need to become more aware of your subconscious currents and openly accept your wounds in your inner waters in order to heal the reactive patterns. Allow the soft divine frequency of universal magic to heal you. I hope you can feel it. I hope it resonates with you, like I hope that some other words and stories that we had here are also resonating with you. And with that, I just hope it could assist you in any way to connect with your higher self. Thank you for watching.